end zone. It's Branch. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race.
To the crib. To the crib. Oh, yeah, boy. Hold on. To the crib. To the crib. To the crib. He quit. He quit. Yeah, boy, he quit.
Them niggas don't add it with it. Niggas don't. I'm like, niggas are so trash, but I don't play that shit.
Yeah, boy, look at the screen. Yeah, boy, look at the screen.
After that, I kept winning games, bro. Like, this shit hard.
Y'all see it? Yeah, boy, y'all can see it?
Them niggas got mad. Them niggas get mad. So, you the Ravens and you the Lions. I'm like, bro, win, nigga. Amen. Them niggas so ass. So, these are the ultimate team. Niggas so ass.
Nick. You looking at the screen? Bro, this happened, bro. I bet that boy quit already. I ain't right here. I'm 6, bro. I'm gonna go back. No, I'm playing. I got Georgia. He left. He quit the game. I did this job. He quit. Hey, man, come on, now. Yeah.
That shit right.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Madden 20, probably the most broken game ever, bro. I used to be down by probably about 2 touchdowns for the Zach or somebody, bro. And them boys would get hype, kick return every time. Kick return. And they start getting blue. What team you try to use, boys?
Lions.
Huh? Yeah, you said Bama? Indiana.
Yeah, get in there.
Alright.
Okay. Nigga, I'd be on Madden, bro. I'd be destroyed.
Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go to the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Play away.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so tactical.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back on.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big zone. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Close to the marker. It's Branch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. Turning it on. Got some room after the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth.
Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Dances away. Fires on the move. Incomplete. Man, oh man is that one this junior would love to have back.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
The lone back's got it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
On defense, when they line up with numbers, and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here, and then all of a sudden they make some counters, and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense, keeping the defense on their heels.
Touch pass on the line. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. It did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw again. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Intercepted Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Pulls it in. It's Bell. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Bell. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that on the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
The Hoosiers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He might want another play. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. With the run on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard.
closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run play action. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls out.
Caught over the middle. It's Delp. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end.
There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on video.
Wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, I'll saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And the Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
How in the world did he miss that? So it's an 80-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got it over the rule. There he goes. And he won't get it again. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Had it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Running into the open space. It's a running one. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it through this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long a chunk play. He's going to fire to the left. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Going for it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Bell.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs head quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, he's got more. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Tagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-on-1. Stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Three-quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with a victory.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. quarterback to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Off play action on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play.
Looking for the end zone. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown. And now they're a two-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for two. You've got to dial up your best two-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
Great work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out and back at the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Makes the grab. It's Branch. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Branch. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Working up top, and time is of the essence. Makes the catch. It's Branch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical on his defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by his defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. He houses this. It's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. And in this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Got room on the return. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Third and long here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. They just keep firing. Buys a little time. The throw. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Fourth down, and here's the ball game right here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Dogs! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They got it. Ties the game and will play on in the third overtime.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done.
GG, bro. GG. And take your name, bro. I told you it was nothing going like that.